Ladies and germs, this is Joker here once again on the Brokerock server here on Minecraft Bedrock Edition. So, what have I been doing since you last saw me? Because I have been busy. I have gone around and all the windows now have these coal blocks in them, or at least most of them do. As you can see, I've started furnishing the living room and there are lots of hidden chests all over the place. So, now my granddad did actually have this unit here. Let's see if I can just quickly change one of these to face the opposite way. That's not what I want. Okay. That's strange. But yeah, so we've got chests down here at the bottom. We got 1 and 2 and 3 all nicely hidden chests for storage at some point, and even the TV has a bit of hidden storage just underneath just here. Now this is actually a very old TV design. When I say TV design, there used to be like doors just here that would then pull over the TV, so like you wouldn't even know it was a TV until you actually opened it up. And then you had this table, which I never really liked myself personally, and I'm pretty sure that's not supposed to be there. That was a misplace. I'm not sure that's supposed to be there either. Yeah, that looks better. So what else have I been doing? Well, I've just been going through checking a couple of things. I have done some work upstairs though. So currently we have the walls in. There's still another layer of wall to go, and then I can start building up what is technically the ceiling. We've got one room here. I still need to do the fireplace for in here, and again you can see that I've got these blocks ready. And of course this was our spare room. And then here we have the bathroom. As you can see, part of the walls are non-existent in here at the minute because I haven't decided exactly what decoration I'm going to do. That actually does need to come over an extra block, and that probably could as well. And same with the master room. I still haven't decided what decoration that we will do, and that's mainly due to the fact that I can't remember. It was years ago, but I do have the fireplace here, so I can do that pretty quickly. But something that I actually thought about off camera and I've been working on is, now I need a water source, because I always need a water source. Everybody always needs a water source, and like it's all well and good going ahead and putting a bucket of water in here, but then what do you do when it comes to, you need to replenish that water? What shall I tell you? Because I've actually come up with a very, very cool little thing. Now I need white stairs. Now unfortunately the only white stairs that we do have are quartz. Not great, but they will have to do. And it also, like, you always have that splash back thing like we do here, so any grease or anything gets put on the back. Same with water. So we'll just break a few of these, and let's put down our redstone box quickly. We need 1 sticky piston and 1 torch and a button. That is it for this. This is brilliant. Like, you will never ever ever need a horrible infinite water source thing ever again. So now we need to go ahead and put that. Really, I need to break that one out as well. That block there. And we'll go ahead and place this torch in here, which will oh yeah, you can put redstone on the piston arms, can't you? Yeah. Okay, sorry, that was like a little mishap. Okay, so that gets pushed out. Now I need that stair, and we're going to face it upside down, like so. Oh, that's going to wash that away. I tell you what, I can do that instead. Yeah, and then if I go ahead and place... Oh, I haven't got enough blocks on me. Oh, I've got some stone on me, good. If I place a block here, that should then stop the water from running away. Awesome. Now let's put back in our stone blocks. We're going to put our water into there. Place down our cauldron. That's not a cauldron. Place down what is there and then give us a button. And now anytime that we need water, we just press this button and we've got water every time. Like, I thought it was brilliant, and that actually brings us on to today's actual project, which is going to be a sheep farm that is ridiculously quick. And when I mean ridiculously quick, this will pump out 18 stacks in an hour. Yeah, tell me about it. So, I'm going to build 2 of these, I think, to be honest. And the only reason I'm going to say I'm going to build 2 of them is because if you have... Now I'm down here, I can explain this. So we have 16 sheep currently in there, sharing 8 blocks of grass. And only these 3 blocks here are getting any type of redstone output. So my idea, in short, was that we then took 2 different sheep farm designs where you have observers checking the dirt, but you also have observers checking the sheep. Well, not the sheep as such, because I wasn't aware of this. Did you know that sheep could eat long grass? Because I didn't. Apparently they can. But the problem that we still have is that if we have 16 sheep in a 1x1 space and long grass, eventually one of them is going to eat the normal grass. So I needed to come up with something for that. So I came up with a piston feed type system. And yes, it's not perfect, but this has a locking mechanism, well, a timing mechanism that actually stops it from locking up and having to wait to say, like, if that was a dirt block now, the system would just fire. I'll explain more once I've built it. I'm not going to do a time lapse or anything of me building this. I'm just going to go ahead and build it because there's a lot of redstone stuff involved. But what I am going to do is do a proper tutorial on Thursday's episode of my redstone tutorial series. So keep your eyes out for that. I will go into a lot more detail probably at the end of that video. So if you want to know how it all works and everything, then you can go ahead and watch that on Thursday. And here she is, ladies and germs. This is an absolute monster. So, what is actually going on in there? So, I will show you. So, if I jump up here, I'll make it nice and easy for you. So, we have 16 sheep, 1 of each type of wool currently in there. We have an observer that is watching tall grass. And every time sheep eat the grass, it will shear them. Now, that also triggers then a bone meal thing to make more grass. That's being pushed, the bone meal's been pushed into the side of the block here. We then have observers just here, also facing into the block, and this observer is then taking that signal and seeing whether they eat the grass, and if they do eat the grass, then it will push the whole system along by one block. Now, how is it infinite and it doesn't ever seem to stop? So because of the way grass grows in Minecraft, and it is a pain in the backside, trust me, I've come up with this little thing. So there is the signal coming in from the observers here, and this is an XOR gate, so that it's either that one or that one. It can't be both, and it can only be powered from one or the other. And as you can see, this goes into a pulse lengthener. Now just here is also where the observers actually beyond this block that is watching the grass is, well, the tall grass. This is the dispenser that is firing the bone meal, and the dispenser that you can't see is up there. So we also have this triggering into this pulse lengthener. And while all this is going on, this observer is detecting whether or not this gets fired, and if it does, it then sends a signal all the way around to this to then unlock it so it's ready for the next one. Right, now there's that pulse lengthener that I was just talking about. This then goes into a comparator clock. So once this comparator clock runs out, all it is doing is detecting whether or not the sheep have done anything to that grass block. If it has not been detected that they've eaten the grass, then nothing happens, and if it hasn't detected the grass, the tall grass, then it also doesn't trigger, and in that case then the signal will, as you can see, goes off, which goes into a torch, which turns the signal completely on here, which then goes into a second pulse lengthener, and also comes off from this XOR gate, and then goes up to this first piston to tell this piston to move. And the reason that I have this is so that when the block gets pushed along, this is still triggered, so it doesn't trigger twice, because I was finding that is a bit of a problem. I think there's also a repeater there on Vortex, yeah. So I think I'll run this for an hour, and mind you, what I'll do is I'll break the thing here and I will put a chest here instead. We'll run it for exactly an hour, and then I will come back to you and show you how much we've got just in that hour. And this is just one module. Imagine if you had 16 of these things. So after exactly 1 hour of this thing running, I did remove the chest from there and bring it over here, so that now all the stuff is now going back into the sorting system. This is what we got. So that's 15 stacks. 15 stacks from an hour. Like, could you imagine what this would pump out in, say, a day? Like a full day. And all we have to do is fill this chest with bone meal. I think I might run a hopper line all the way up to the top and just have it so that it's constantly running. But this also means that we are going to be able to build the multi-floor elevator for the... Oh, wasn't supposed to tell you that yet. Oh, well, now you know. But now it means we will actually have enough wool to be able to make the multi-floor elevator, which I do have a tutorial for. I'm going to have to do something about that. Right, let's pick up all these shulkers. Because they're not doing anything now. And we'll go and sort them. And also, look, we also get like the cornflowers, the poppies, the... I don't know what that is. Dandelions, seeds, and oxide daisies. Now, like, don't get me wrong, it's a big build. But to say how fast that's pumping out, like, we got probably a couple of stacks from Silent Whispers design. Do you mean this is just pumping? I can't even imagine what this is going to do. I'm going to leave it an entire day. I am actually going to leave it a full day and see what it turns out, because I bet it's going to be something insane. I do apologise. I am very tired today. Right. So, with that, I think I will leave it there. We will definitely have a look at that next episode and see how far it's along and what it's done. And we'll get onto a little storage room for there. And maybe some more hidden little bits like that cauldron idea, because that was actually insane. I can't believe I never actually thought about that before. Anyway, ladies and germs, I do hope you've enjoyed this episode. If you have, then please hit that like button. If you've really enjoyed it, then don't forget to subscribe. Don't really, please subscribe. Please subscribe. And don't forget to hit the notification bell so that you know when I upload next. Anyway, my name's Joker, and I'll see you in a mini money mo. Ta-ta for now.